Chapter 5. The Formation and Impact of the FMS, or the Federated Malay States. So class, before this we have learned about the residential system in Perak, Pahang, Negeri Sembilan and Selangor. This is the next chapter. That is the flag of Federated Malay States, or FMS. Ingatkan, PPNS, Perak, Pahang, Negeri Sembilan and Selangor. So just to recap what I have shared last time, the Federated Malay States was joined by the four states, Perak, Pahang, Negeri Sembilan, and Selangor, in 1896. This idea was proposed by Sir Frank Swettenham. This guy, Swettenham. The federation was set up after the Federation Agreement on 1st July 1896. So ingatkan hari bulannya 1st July 1896, and the four states PPNS. Siapa yang propose? Cadangkan Frank Swettenham. Di mana headquartersnya? Kuala Lumpur. So empat negara ni, ia punya pusat bandar adalah di Kuala Lumpur, which is in Selangor. Have a close look here. So that is Perak, Pahang, the largest, Selangor, and Negeri Sembilan in yellow. During the residential system, as you can see here, Perak was among the richest state, while Pahang was one of the poorest state of the residential system. This is a picture of Frank Swettenham with the Sultan of Selangor, Sultan Sulaiman, in 1936. So, ia ni cuba cadangkan keempat-empat negara itu untuk digabungkan jadi FMS, with Kuala Lumpur as the center of the administration. That is Frank Swettenham. Kenapa? Apa sebabnya Swettenham mau combine? There was a need for centralization, disatukan, because it would bring about greater efficiency and cheaper administration. The federation would allow interstate project to take place, especially when it comes to communication. Now let me explain. Kalau keempat-empat ini digabungkan, pentadbiran akan menjadi lebih baik and jimat. Interstate projects, Perak, Pahang, Negeri Sembilan and Selangor, communicationnya indah bertamu, jalan raya apa. So bila keempat-empat tu di-combine, communication will be improved. Remember Pahang was very poor, often finding itself in serious financial difficulties. So the FMS suggests to provide treasury, artinya membuat satu dana bank supaya dapat menolong negeri yang lebih miskin. So agreement sudah dibuat dengan Frank Swettenham, jumpa empat sultan, and the agreement was signed on 1st July 1896. There. Apa terms ia punya syarat-syaratnya? The Sultan of the States, Perak, Pahang, Negeri Sembilan, Selangor would join as federation, and they still follow the British advice. Kali ni bukan lagi resident saja ketuanya, but we have the resident general. Okay, setiap negeri masih ada resident, tapi yang paling berkuasa antara empat-empat ini adalah resident general. Sama juga, except to advise but accepts religion. Each sultan is able to exercise authority in their own state, through although residents would still remain as the advisors. Walaupun sultan on paper, sultan yang berkuasa, and residents yang masih lagi bagi advice. As you know, the residents masih lagi berkuasa in reality. Sultans need to give assistance to the state in need of help. The power and the authority of the sultans were not affected by the government. Artinya kuasa sultan tidak akan hilang walaupun ada perubahan. FMS, apa kebaikannya? Number one, advantages brought about the administrative efficiency, economic development, remember the uniformity, building of massive road and rail building programs, membuat projek jalan raya dan jabatan. Income pun naik, revenue daripada 9 million to 21 million dollars. Exports pun makin naik, double, and population increase. Remember the Chinese and the Indian. Apa yang punya kelemahan? Sultan hilang kuasa. Semakin kuat British ni. Satu, resident. Now they have resident general lagi. So Sultan macam hilang kuasa walaupun tugas resident hanyalah untuk membagi nasihat. State Council, tempat bermasyarakat pun macam hilang fungsi. Because why? At the end of the day, still the British have the final say. Because why? It dominated by the British. Kebanyakan dalam pejabat masih diketuai oleh orang British. And too much centralization, artinya terlampau banyak kuasa dalam satu tangan, which is the Resident General. Kuasanya menyeluruh. And remember Pahang, yang kononnya financial problems yang dapat diatasi, it's not solved yet, walaupun ada FMS. Ini contoh saja empat sultan hilang kuasanya semasa FMS. State Council, tempat sultan sama Malay chiefs bermasyarakat pun nada fungsi hilang kuasa juga. Because why? The administration kebanyakannya diketuai oleh orang British. So, macam mana untuk decentralize? Look at the word decentralize, artinya untuk cuba kurangkan limit power Resident General. Step 1. Okay. John Anderson cadangkan Federal Council. Tried, ia cuba tingkatkan kuasa Sultan and State Councils. Tapi indah menjadi pasal apa? Kuasa Resident masih lagi kuat. Frank Swettenham as the first RG. Step 2, the Guillemot Proposal, daripada nama Sir Lawrence Guillemot. In 1925, British High Commissioner, Persujaya Tinggi British di Malaya, FMS, cuba cadangkan balikkan semula kuasa kepada setiap negeri. Dengan cara apa? Abolish Chief Secretary post, increasing the power of the State Council. So, kuasa masyarakat negara itu dinaikkan, buatkan ia ni berguna dalam negeri masing-masing. And reforming, mengubah the Federal Council di Kuala Lumpur. So, Sultan keempat-empat negara itu berjumpa di dalam satu majlis dipanggil Durbar. All laws suggested by the State Council had to be signed by the Sultan. The new reconstituted Federal Council came into being in April 1927. So it takes 2 years untuk membuat cadangan ini. And then in step 3, apa lagi cadangan untuk membalikkan semula kuasa kepada Sultan dan setiap negeri? Sir Cecil Clementi's proposal in 1930. Kali ini yang mau bukan saja FMS, Perak, Pahang, Negeri Sembilan Selangor, tetapi ia mau campur, unite, gabungkan negeri-negeri yang lain. Remember the Northern Malay States, which is under Siam, and plus Johor yang untouched, belum kena ambil. So, Kedah, Perlis, Kelantan, Terengganu, KKTP, plus Johor dipanggil UFMS ataupun Unfederated Malay States. Okay, Kedah, Perlis, Kelantan, Terengganu, and Johor. Sebab apa? Semasa tu ada economic crisis, depression. So, British mau combine dua-dua ni, UFMS sama FMS supaya lebih baik in terms of admin sama economic. So he wanted to cope with the economic depression 1936. Six departments were decentralized to allow the state to be responsible for them. So artinya ada 6 jabatan utama. Contoh macam kesihatan, pendidikan. Rather than di Kuala Lumpur punya ibu pejabat, setiap negeri ada ia punya pejabat masing-masing. Okay, so anda payah ke KL untuk mendesain ataupun desain atau berjumpa. Setiap negeri ada ia punya role. The chief secretary post was downgraded and customs union as set up to encourage trade between FMS, the Strait Settlements, Penang, Malacca, Singapore and UFMS. So selain daripada membalikkan semula kuasa kepada setiap negeri, tapi juga untuk meningkatkan ekonomi setiap negeri di Malaya, cadangan daripada sementis. Now, have a look. FMS, apa sahaja negerinya? Perak, Pahang, Negeri Sembilan, Selangor. Apa negeri yang bukan unfederated Malay states? Kedah, Kelantan, Terengganu and Perlis. The one in green itu Perlis. Okay, apa satu lagi? Johor. Johor anda pernah kena ambil. So ini dipanggil UFMS. How about this? The pink one is Penang, that is Malacca, and that is Singapore. That is the Strait Settlements. Okay, ingatkan revision. FMS, Strait Settlements, the unfederated Malay states. That's the end.